guys. I'm Andy, and this is Steven, and we're presenting on Room Scheduler today. So the purpose of Room Scheduler is to be a service for RCOS students, because originally the idea was that there are a lot of rooms available on campus, and a lot of these rooms are empty, and it doesn't make sense why they're so empty, especially if they're unlocked a lot of time or they don't have classes in them. But it's like, as I started to talk to more people about this, it appears that the union is currently is hiring another company to make an application as far as scheduling goes. But that still doesn't change the fact that there's still a lot of rooms available, and that there's not much information easily or readily available to RPS students. So that's kind of what Room Scheduler is going to be more focused on. So how we plan to do this is we're going to do the backend in Node with the front end written in AngularJS and jQuery, and we're going to use our database to communicate with the reason why is that Node.js, the main usefulness is that it's non-blocking input-output driven, so that requests won't be like stuck based off of a really long like query request from the database, so that everything like you don't have to wait on another user's request. Express offers server support to develop an API so that nobody can end up editing our database, which we also feel is kind of important because a lot of this information was not readily available to us, so we get to organize a lot of it ourselves, and it makes sense so that we don't end up getting modified accidentally. And we plan to do the front end with AngularJS because it offers some graphical support for the client as far as how we want this to be implemented. We're just using MongoDB because it was easier, because we saw there was a JS framework called MongoJS. So the plan on how we want to make the website, we don't have an interactive demo yet because for reasons that I'm going to explain in a little bit. But we want to make an interactive GUI, and this is just a sample floor, like this is a floor Embassy 200. So what we're going to have is, let's say that the gray rooms are all like rooms that are like professors' offices or grad students' offices that are generally locked most of the time. That's how we plan to implement those. The free rooms that I've actually checked are unlocked or like in use for classes, but might be free later in the day are this room, 215 and 216. And you can see over here like which days they might be taking, as well as during what times which professor, if there is a class going on in there. We got this information from using the Access API and parsing through that to determine when classes are where. And our main issues are that took so long was actually getting the data together, because we had to go to many sources and we had a lot of data from different sources. So putting it all together to make the database server ended up taking a lot longer than we originally thought it would. So as a result, we've had to put the web development on the back burner, because without the data, we can't really present this information. So we just need like guessing at best for what we'd be ready for. And the specific issue that we had with the front end graphics is we had to determine a relationship for each floor page. If you can go back to the first slide. So our issue here was that we had to make like a relationship between which room is actually like what type, as well as to determine what color to give that. And we also wanted to make it so that the user hovers over it, they get like more detailed informational sessions on schedules, like actually display something how Yax has their like scheduling interface going, like with a slot of when it's free or when the room is busy. And those two are basically our big issues from getting the front end going, and we'll be solving those. And we do have a like sample database going, but it's not a complete database of all the rooms on campus. It's just the ones that currently have classes going in them, and we're just assuming that the rest of the rooms are actually just offices. We are about to go talk to the registrar's office to see if we can find information about which offices are going to be reserved for professors or other faculty, so that we know that those are off the table. But we are still open to suggestions. Like if there are any additional features that you guys have, we are more than willing to listen, as well as new names or any other ideas.
Library, they will be more receptive to you. Library has lots of rooms in which the students can go and sign up for.
Okay.
So that, and if you even if you concentrate just to the library, those people will be very receptive to you, and you can talk to the librarians. So they will, you can do at least, if not the service for the whole RBI, even if you show the power of it in library, then you can extend it to other people might follow this. So, right.
Thank you for your. And we'd like to thank Professors Goldschmidt, Morty, Sean Sullivan, and Arthur for helping make this project possible. Thank you.